unfortunately,
Not triangle.
Danny Rose was late to the ball. He stuck his foot out, and then he got caught on it. So for me, I feel like it's a bit harsh.
But got caught on what?
Torreira won the ball, and Danny Rose ran into Torreira's foot.
So he said caught on what? What part of his foot?
He caught Torreira's foot on his leg.
What his leg? I don't understand. Like that there, or like
I don't know wherever he caught it.
You mean studs, bottom of the foot?
Wherever he caught the foot in it. He caught
Studs.
the foot of
So
Torreira.
it was a studs up challenge.
Yeah, the same studs up. That
I'm just
Danny Rose
checking.
had. Is it the same Danny Rose?
Well,
the studs up that
obviously,
Danny Rose
he's
had?
got different boots, isn't it? So it's not the same stud. There's a few contentious decisions actually. I know, with your bias hat, I'm sure you would.
I'm not a biased guy. I just say how it is.
I didn't say you're biased. But you got a bias hat.
I don't have a biased hat.
I can see it on your head.
I don't have any hat.
It does say bias.
Davinson Sanchez. There was a kick out against who was it? Koscielny. Koscielny. Danny Rose. There was a challenge studs into the midriff of Leno.
Yeah.
And obviously Torreira's red card. What's your take on those three incidents? What should have happened on the pitch in terms of decision, and what should or shouldn't happen retrospectively? Starting with
you can't. I think in terms of on pitch, you can't really. If the referee hasn't seen it, you can't necessarily say that he should have been.
Well, I'm saying, what do you think that challenge? What did that challenge deserve in terms of a card, punishment, whatever, if anything?
It's hard. I think Sanchez intentionally kicked out at Koscielny. Now we've seen them giving us red cards. I feel like if he was sent off on that pitch, Tottenham wouldn't be able to appeal it successfully because he kicked out of the player. That's clear to see. So for me, if that's the basis, then he should have been sent off, or he should be again seen as given a red. Apparently, the reason why he may not be given.
Well, they didn't. They've said they're not charging
because the referee has said that he saw the incident. If the referee hadn't seen the incident, he may have been given it. But because the referee's seen it, therefore they're making the assumption that he's dealt with it on pitch, and maybe his mindset that there was no card need to be given. For me, if he puts in that note that he didn't see the incident, for me Sanchez will get a restricted ban. So I don't know why the referee didn't make any action at all at the time. I don't understand. The Danny Rose one, I wouldn't have necessarily said a red card.
Did he get yellow for that? I think he may have. Danny Rose.
He may have. Because I don't know if it's enough. It is a studs up and it's high challenge into the chest, but
his chest was very low.
Yeah. But
it was still studs.
It was high. If that's the player's leg for me, then he'll get a red card. But I feel like because the goalkeeper ran out to him and it was like I don't know.
He had to go for the ball.
Well,
he had to.
I know
it was a poor touch, but he had to. And it's like, you don't go in, you're not going to toe poke it with your.
But when you say you have to go for the ball, but there's got to be
power to get the ball into the back of them.
But then where's the protection of the goalkeeper from the referee? The reason why Torreira was sent off is because
it's a 50-50 challenge.
Yeah, but so was Torreira's one. Torreira's one was endangering the opponent.
But I would argue
that wasn't 50-50.
Why? What? Torreira won the ball.
But I would argue
so it was 75 in favour of Torreira.
With the Danny Rose one, I'd argue that. As I said, if it was a defender or even the keeper came out to say kick it with his foot, then red card. But the keeper has not going to an unnatural position because I guess the keeper can go up or down, but the keeper's taken his body onto the floor. It's like if say he kicked his face, you wouldn't say, oh yeah, but it's a boot to the face. Yeah, but his boot is in the position where a foot should be, kind of thing. So I think that's probably the only thing that really saved him, because the keeper's body's in the position where naturally keeper's body wouldn't necessarily always be there. I think that's probably the only thing that saved him when you compare it to Torreira, where it was a straight leg on leg kind of thing, or foot to leg. But do you think that was a red card?
For me, I would say I understand why he was given the red card, but I don't know if it would. I don't know if it would. The reason is,
bro, that's a straight red.
Looking at that chance. Let me answer the question.
That's a 10-game ban.
That's sounding like the pops at the whole.
I know. So Pops
game and how that happened, right? So Torreira's going for the ball. Mkhitaryan's making a run. Torreira's not even thinking about Danny Rose in the challenge. He's thinking about, I can see Mkhitaryan making a run. My only intention is to flick the ball forward. He's not even really making a challenge. He's trying to make a pass. He's pressing X. He's not even sliding to
What?
Unfortunately,
Not triangle.
Danny Rose was late to the ball. He stuck his foot out, and then he got caught on it. So for me, I feel like it's a bit harsh.
But got caught on what?
Torreira won the ball, and Danny Rose ran into Torreira's foot.
So you say caught on what? What part of his foot?
He caught Torreira's foot on his leg.
What his leg? I don't understand. Like that there, or like the
I don't know, wherever he caught it.
You mean studs, bottom of the foot?
Wherever he caught the foot, innit? He caught
Studs.
the foot of Torreira.
So it was a studs up challenge.
Yeah, the same studs up. That
I'm just
Danny Rose
checking.
had. Is it the same Danny Rose?
Well, he got different boots, innit? So it's not the same stud.
So what? Is all studs up challenge a red card? Because if
I don't know.
If that's what you're saying, are you saying that?
Is that? But that's what I've been led to believe that.
If that's the case, then all three should be sent off. Without there's no doubt, because all three were studs up challenges.
I'm not even saying Danny Rose shouldn't have been sent off. What I said is I think what saved him was the fact that it was the keeper's body was in a place where it's not usually. It's just be feet versus feet kind of thing. So he's gone to challenge the ball with his feet in a position where other legs are usually. The keeper's gone down and he's then put his body's in that position. I said that's what I think saved him. If he had been sent off for it, I wouldn't argue it. Equally, I'm saying Torreira, I'm not going to argue that he should have stayed on the pitch because I've been led to believe, maybe I've been told wrong, but studs up, it's studs up kind of thing. And once, even if you win the ball, it's you put the opponent in danger. If Danny Rose jumped over his leg, I've seen those still giving us red cards because the studs were up. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, Davinson Sanchez, yeah, of course he should have been sent off as well for the stamp, or yeah, whatever it was, kick out stamp. But for me, Torreira had to be red card. Like I called it. I said it. I was like, yeah, red card. I just saw the way it went in. I was like, red card. So I wasn't surprised at all. But I'm actually more surprised that Arsenal fans are arguing that Arsenal should appeal it and he should get off. I don't know if it's a case of because Danny Rose. No, I've seen people tweet this.
I don't
big Arsenal personalities.
I mean, listen, what's a big Arsenal personality?
AFTV people.
It's just someone's opinion. I mean, look, I don't agree that it will be rescinded or should even be appealed. To be fair, because I understand why. Like I said, I understand why he was sent off. I just feel like it was a bit harsh because of the. For me, I don't think he meant to endanger the opponent. Maybe he did endanger the opponent, but I'm agreed. Martin Keown said at the time he feels like he tried to play the ball and he did play the ball. Unfortunately, the opponent was caught, and he feels like he should have been a yellow card. I'm agreeing with Martin Keown on that. But I mean, I understand that
it's got nothing to do with intentions, bro.
That's the thing. I think that intention things like that. Thing gone out the window years ago.
No, because we still talk about intention.
No, but not in terms of
what you say. You've never heard anyone speak about intention.
No, but in terms of a decision being made, it's like he didn't intend to endanger it, but he did because of how he went in.
You said you've never seen someone say a match of the day.
No,
the intention was there to.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying when
I'm
not saying that. I know people still say it. I'm saying but then I've heard referees counter it to say, okay, cool. But the referee don't know what's in the guy's mind. He can only go by what he's seen. So in terms of decisions being made, as far as I'm aware, intention doesn't come into it. If the challenge has endangered, whether you meant to do it or not, that's what I've heard. In a number of cases, yeah, intention always gets mentioned, but it usually does get shut down.
I think then if that's the case, I think for me, if Torreira's one is definitely a red card for studs up, then all three should be sent off for studs up. Because the studs are up and exactly the same. It doesn't matter where you hit someone. If the studs are up and you're endangering your opponent, you're endangering your opponent. Leno's shirt was ripped because his stud went into his chest. So
why was his chest on the floor?
Doesn't matter. Why
did his leg on the floor? Because that's how he walks.
So Leno's leg should have been there for him to get sent off.
No, what I'm saying is his put on this. Danny Rose's leg was in a natural position.
yeah, but doesn't because his legs. So just because the other person was natural, your studs are up regardless what position you're in. If someone studs up, you know what he's saying? Because my leg's not there, but my chest is there, that's fine. If my leg is there, then that's more dangerous.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what the rule is. I don't know because I've seen Company get away with some. I've seen Van Dijk. I think he got away with one in the Champions League. And I'm like, yeah, I think Company got one away with against Liverpool. And I think the week before, might have been the week after, Van Dijk got away with one.
Yeah, they're both
the Champions League, and I'm like,
they're both booked.
What is the rule? Like, is it danger? Them man are charging in at speed as well. I actually don't know. What I do know is when I saw the Torreira one, I was like, yeah, definite red. I just automatically thought that it was going to be a red card because of what I've seen before. The Danny Rose one, because it's like, I guess the case of I've seen the Danny Rose one a number of times in the past, and often they're not red carded because of the quick incident of it happened. Whether it's right or wrong is another matter. But the Torreira one is like, I've seen that before, and I just felt it was going to be a red card. But I can't see him getting. I can't see them appealing that or getting away with it. It would be very difficult to do that. And
so then the penalty. So then the penalty. The penalty, Arsenal's penalty.
Dive?
I wouldn't say it's a dive, but I think the penalty was soft. I was surprised the penalty was given, to be fair. The way he went down, he was looking for it. He was definitely looking for it. But it's hard at that speed of play. For me, the reason why he went down is because of Sanchez's hand on his back.
Was it his back? I thought it was more his side.
Or wherever it was. Like he had a push. The foot was there, but I don't think it was contact.
I don't think the foot did touch. Yeah. But I think it was the foot that maybe even gave the decision.
Maybe
because it's like I think his hand was kind of went there, and his foot went, and it's when his foot went down, when Aubameyang went down. And it maybe looked from different angles that he tripped him, but yeah, it was definitely soft. It was definitely soft.
It was soft because his hand was on him. His only case to say he didn't dive because he was pushed in some sort of way. So you can't really. I don't think there's any way you can give that as a dive unless you say that he's theatrically fallen over, sort of thing. But so I was surprised it was given, but.
Maybe he was trying to even stuff up, innit? Because of the maybe he got wind that the first Kane one was offside, innit?
Apparently, yeah. But having said that, the penalty should definitely have been retaken. It was an encroachment from Vertonghen. There's no doubt about that.
No, there was encroachment.
Yeah,
I mean there was encroachment for all the penalties, for the Spurs penalty as well. It's just that
when isn't there an encroachment?
Yeah, but it doesn't make it right.
No, I'm just saying, just like Kane scored his and Aubameyang didn't. That's the only difference.
Definitely, but it doesn't make it right though.
I know, but
so
that's how all penalties are taken.
What do you mean?
Every single penalty, there's an encroachment.
But no, but
you can't just keep restarting it.
There's a level of encroachment I think referees you can let players get away with. That one, for me, he basically took the penalty. He was there. He basically was at the spot as Aubameyang arrived. He was there, and he doesn't make the challenge. For me, if he doesn't encroach, he doesn't make the challenge to stop the goal going to the back of the net from Aubameyang. That makes it even more of a decision to say, okay, you've encroached, plus you've denied the maybe if Aubameyang taps it in, or even if Iwobi shoots and he misses, goes wide or whatever, you might be even say, okay, fair enough, like or whatever. He didn't interfere, but the fact that he encroached and then stopped a clear goal scoring opportunity, 100% should have been retaken.
No, see,
that was the wrong decision.
But the thing you're saying is, I think the angle's wrong because you're saying because he made the challenge to stop it. Therefore, it should have been.
No, it should have been.
It shouldn't be.
It should have been taken anyway. However, the fact that he did get there,
it just makes it more bitter in terms of how you feel.
No. It makes it more of a decision for the referee to say, you know what, actually, maybe I wouldn't have given it.
No, but I think you either give it or not. Like you either give it or you're not, regardless of what happens after. You either just give it or you don't. I'm saying as an Arsenal fan, it's like maybe it feels it makes it more. It hurts more because he then came back. Because if another defender claimed
it hurts more because the decision was wrong. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Okay, so we can forget about the other part of it then.
No, but it just makes it worse, the fact that you didn't give a decision and the defender that you didn't give a decision made a challenge. So it makes it look even worse on you, on the referee, to say, well, I didn't give it and I'd let the guy who I didn't give it
how about
the challenge.
You just blame Aubameyang for missing the penalty?
it was a poor penalty, but end of the day, the referee made the wrong decision. So how much can I blame it?
I'm blaming the referee and the guy taking a poor penalty.
I'll tell you the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is because if you get like sometimes you get a corner or a throw in and the referee's giving a wrong decision, and then the opposition scores from that corner, scores from the throw in. I'm like, the decision was wrong, but that's it. Like, it's not. You feel worse as an opposition fan because you've now suffered a goal or goals, potential goal you've missed because the decision was wrong. Yeah, but for me, the decision was just wrong, and that's it. It's like I wouldn't come down hard on the referee or. Because of the fact that goal was scored, it makes the decision even worse. No decision for me is as bad as whatever level it is, regardless of what happens after. It's just a right or wrong decision. I'm just saying the referee. Yeah, for me, I'm not disagreeing that it was wrong, but the fact that Vertonghen then stopped it after, for me is redundant in the sense that that's not the referee's.
But what I'm saying is the reason why Vertonghen got there is because he encroached.
No, I understand
That's basically essentially what I'm saying.
And if he doesn't
encroach, he doesn't. For me, he doesn't make that challenge. He doesn't get there in time.
But he also wouldn't have got there if Aubameyang scored it.
Yeah, of course. But that's nothing to do with it. He broke.
I think that's the biggest.
It doesn't because he broke the rule regardless. He broke the rule regardless. And the thing I have.
Okay, so if Aubameyang scored it, should have got retaken.
Well, no, because
the rules are only if it missed, then you change the encroachment. Yeah,
that's the rule. So it doesn't matter. But also, I have issue with who is supposed to be making that decision because on that penalty, the referee is looking at Aubameyang taking a penalty. I believe his eyes are on Aubameyang, and the linesman's eyes are on the goalkeeper. So there's no one essentially who's supposed to be watching. Because I thought
it should be the referee, but the referee probably needs to change his angle to move so he's looking more at Aubameyang more than because he was kind of to the side / behind Aubameyang. Where you have to have a proper full periphery to see at the moment he strikes as well as the moment encroachment. He probably needs to be a bit more direct towards him so he can see everything at the same time. But it's definitely the referee's. He's supposed to be checking. Yeah, made it.
But I don't know if you saw the West Ham game. Did you see the West Ham game against Leicester on the evening game?
Oh yeah.
So Mark Noble had a penalty, and as he was about to take it, the referee stopped Noble from taking the penalty because he saw encroachment.
Yeah.
Now it was in the evening of the Tottenham games in the morning. I don't know. Maybe
so you saw him, keep an eye out for that. Yeah. Man wasn't standing in the right position. Yeah, make sure
you do. But then for me, who was making that encroachment? Should you have just let the penalty be taken? And if he's missed it, if it was a Leicester player that encroached, then you bring it back to be retaken. Why are you stopping it before Noble takes the penalty?
Yeah, because you're then unsettling Noble himself. Yeah.
He's supposed to have that advantage. You let him take it, and whoever it is, like say for example, if Noble scored and a West Ham player was encroaching, you bring it back to be retaken, and vice versa. If you missed, then you bring. So I think that in a sense was also the wrong decision, but maybe it's in his head that he's just seen what's happened earlier on. Make a decision.
But because Noble scored, no one's
there's no
but that's the point I'm making. It's either wrong or it's right. So that referee is as wrong as.
But I don't know if the referee was wrong to make that decision. Is he supposed to stop it before it happens, or are you supposed to? Is it a case of if you see it happening before, you're supposed to stop it, or you let it go?
I think once the whistle's blown, I don't know the rule, but once the whistle's blown, you need to let it go.
Yeah.
If before, of course, you can stop you from coming in, and then but once you blow a whistle, you're in action now, and you deal with whatever happens from that moment. If he was wrong, and the point I'm making is that he's as wrong as Andre Mariner, was you lot's referee?
Anthony Taylor.
Anthony Taylor. He's as wrong as him. Mark Noble scored, so there was no punishment to West Ham for that. Aubameyang didn't, so there was a punishment to Arsenal for that. But they're just as wrong as each other. One is not more wrong than the other in that instance. That's all I'm saying. But
so all in all, we got robbed, didn't it? And
Aubameyang robbed you. What happened?
Can't we go away with it?
Aubameyang robbed you.